Are you guys excited for motocross? I know effing Hopper is. And so many more people are, despite even 7 out of the top 10 guys being injured. But I will say that is an opportunity for the privateers and for Michael Cincerillo. He has signed up. I didn't know his name was Michael, but AC, man, this is your season, dude, to really show what you got, to go out with a bang. Not saying that he's going to retire anytime soon, but a lot of these guys are getting older. They're starting to think about it. Interesting that Justin Barcia is on the entry list. Maybe Gas couldn't get his money back because these guys like to pre-enter for the entire series. But anyway, I digress. The championship battle is going to be between 3 people. We already know who the 3 people are going to be. It's going to be Chase. For obvious reasons, he won 8 out of 24 motos last year and ended up really being the guy to beat as far as speed. His mojo is going after winning a Supercross series. Yeah, people might say there's small asterisk there because of the misfortune that happened with Tomac, but for that same reason, it's why Dungey had so many championships as well, is because he was the guy that outlasted the field. So way to go, Chase, and for that, he's got his confidence at an all-time high. Will that prevent him from having his ego, because he's young, get in the way and putting him on the ground? We will see. Then you have Jet Lawrence in the 250 class of last year. He ended up winning, I believe, 11 out of the last 24 motos. And then at the Motocross of Nations, he really showed guys that he is damn fast on a 250. So those 2 guys are going to battle out, especially at Honda. It'll be interesting to see the dynamic because I've talked about it. You know, I'm not saying that HRC doesn't have certain resources for stuff, but there is going to be a shift as somebody mid-season starts gaining ahead, unless the championship is incredibly tight, which I hope it is, because I want the viewership on Peacock and everybody to watch, especially during World Supercross, because it's going to take away some viewers. But with this being Saturday, and then I need to look at World Supercross if you're going to be able to watch it live on, would it be Friday, Saturday? It depends on where it is in the world because of silly time zones. But I further digress. My point is there might be a shift where guys go, okay, this is the A rider, this is now the B rider on the team. And then you've got guys like Dylan Ferrandis, who's really been stepped to the curb, where if Tomac was racing, he would all of a sudden be the B guy, even though he was the 2021 champion. And if we look, I believe, how many motos did he win? 5 to 6 motos he won in 2021. And he was a champ. That was just a season ago. But because Tomac is not racing this season, you now have Dylan Ferrandis being the number 1 guy on Star Yamaha. And during the season, he got the number 1. He was racing against Tomac, Roxon, Webb, Chase Sexton, all these guys. So it was more of a stacked field in 2021 than it is now in 2023. So for that reason, I think he's going to win round 1 at Fox Raceway. And please note that there is only 11 rounds here. There's not an extra Fox Raceway here because they're getting rid of or getting ready for those Super Motocross rounds as far as the 2 playoffs and then the championship. So Motocross had to take a small hit as well, and that's kind of why they had a hit for Mad TV, is because stuff wasn't officially done in writing for the whole Peacock deal, because they wanted to have Supercross and Motocross on the same network, which I love because Peacock does a good job. CBS does a great job with that stuff, and I'm glad to see that they have a home there. But you're probably going, well, Johnny, that's dumb. Jet's going to win. And honestly, truthfully, I think Jet's going to win the series. And why I think he's going to win the series is, even though he's younger than Sexton, I think he's going to be more consistent than Sexton. Yeah, that might be going out there. I don't believe he's quite as fast as Sexton when he's on his game, but Sexton tends to make these little mistakes where he rides over his head. I kind of call it the Bubba syndrome, where you're just out front, you're just laying down laps, and all of a sudden you wonder what color underwear you have on, and then boom, in a millisecond, you're on your head. I don't think Jet's going to make those kind of mistakes. So in recap, my prediction is Dylan is going to win this weekend, and Jet is going to win the series, but Sexton is going to have the most moto wins. How's that for a prediction? Anyway, I'm excited. I want to know in the comments below what you guys think. Until next time, keep it WFO. Barada-da-da-da-wall.